if Nigeria had positioned its skills agenda 20, 30 years ago, nobody will be demonstrating on the streets, as we have seen in the last few days. People would have been properly upskilled. There are a lot of opportunities locally and globally for skills, but Nigerian youth are there roaming about, crossing the Sahara with a lot of danger, dying in the Mediterranean Sea. So this vocational training institutes is a very positive move, and I'm very hopeful that other states will also require to have their own, because this can be seen as another layer of tertiary TVET education. We have the polytechnics, we have the monotechnics, and we can also have the VTIs, so that they will concentrate not in doing diploma programs, but on vocational skills. There are areas that, somebody mentioned it, if you have a certification in welding, the kind of money you earn today, even the PhD holder doesn't earn that one. So these are the kind of skills we need to identify, and we can continue to have oversight on those aspects.
Vocational Training Institute will bridge the high rate of unemployment pervading the realms at this time. By establishing this school in a place like Oshodi that has steaming and bubbling youths at this time, will help calm social restiveness. It will bridge also the skills gap between knowledge and entrepreneurship. At this time also, it will empower the youths in Oshodi. Being the heartbeat of Lagos, being a very, very strong place, the establishment of this school at this time will calm social restiveness. It will also empower the youths economically so that they can contribute to the local economy.
Like also the commission to look into this, not only experience in polytechnic, but also a polytechnic management system. So somebody that has already have an experience in managing the polytechnics, that would definitely go a long way in providing qualitative result that is envisaged. Also, there is need to include in the governing board of this commission, if established, the representative Ministry of Science and Technology, Federal Ministry of Science and Technology. This is to make sure that the curriculum development in our respective polytechnics is aligned with the vision of the federal government policies on science and innovations. So also the representative of state and federal polytechnics through the Council of Heads and the College of Heads of Polytechnics in Nigeria. As earlier explained, we don't have a standardized scheme of service. The federal are operating on their own and the states are operating on their own, because the education has always been said is on concurrent list. However, the establishment of this, I believe the commission will work hard in establishing standardized scheme of service that each polytechnic, whether state, whether private or a federal, we are operating in the same level, because we are producing same national diplomas and high national diplomas, not a state-owned or a federal-owned. So also the representative in the board, the input of the state and the federal through co-heads is very important in that regard.
As I welcome you all to facilitate the process of the passage of these important bills into law, it should be noted that each of the bills is tailored towards enacting laws that would bring about much needed improvement in the socio-economic development of the country and invariably promote our quest for sustainable human capital development required for self-reliant society. Honorable colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, as you may be aware, the objectives of this establishing vocational entrepreneurship and skill acquisition institution in Nigeria is to train technicians and middle-level personnel that would serve as catalysts for a rapid industrialization and development of the real sector of the economy. Therefore, the need for all stakeholders here present to be dedicated and committed in the efforts of improving and developing our educational sector by being objective, constructive in our inputs and opinions on all contending issues on the bills.
Without the establishment of the Federal Vocational and Skills Acquisition College in Enkaba is a visionary move that will bring benefits to our community and the nation at large. Mr. Chairman, please allow me to highlight some of the key advantages. I'll be very brief, in which it includes empowerment through education and skills, economic growth and development. We all know that government cannot do it alone. Improve the revenue to drive in the constituency, state, and also federal level at large. Mr. Chairman, and everyone here, we all know what has happened in Kano last week, the hijacked protest. This is caused by a lot of poverty and unemployment, and this youth really need our help. So in this point, we see that this is going to go a long way in terms of addressing this poverty and reducing unemployment.
That all these three bills are very timely, important, and relevant to the situation we are facing today in Nigeria. I therefore convey to you the ministry's full support for the three bills. And I also want to offer to you what the minister has asked me to convey, that the ministry is available if there are some minor tweaks, minor fine-tunings to be done on the three bills. The ministry is ready to provide the technical support to fine-tune and conclude the bills anytime you are ready. But so far, so good. We are proud of the bills. We identify with them, and we are committed to their implementation.
To read. Number one, we said effective policy formulation on standardization and quality assurance in the polytechnic sector. The Commission will bring about that. Two, concentration on promotion on technical and skill-based education as it affects the polytechnics only. Because I pity even the ES and the MBT. They are overburdened. You know, coordinating technical colleges, monotechnics, IES, polytechnics, in fact, about 200 to 300 schools. So once the Polytechnic Commission is there, I believe they will concentrate on the polytechnics, and that will reduce, the burden on the MBT. Three, Mr. Chairman and members, enhancing industry collaboration. I believe the Commission will bring about that in the polytechnic sector. Four, promotion of research and innovation. Polytechnics are very well known in promotion of innovation, but these days, honestly, we are doing less on that because we are not having the Commission on ground to spearhead, this kind of very important mandate of the Polytechnic. Then lastly, but not at least, Mr. Chairman, is that this Polytechnic Commission is established, if established, will address the issues of dichotomy and the stigma attached to the polytechnic education. In fact, anytime we mention this, mostly people's mind will even go to all the students that graduates of polytechnic, they are being discriminated against. But I want to tell this honorable house that even we, their lecturers, we are not safe from that discrimination.